Kai Havertz has been phenomenal for Arsenal, especially since being put in the number 9 position. Today I'm going to analyse how he has been revitalised by Mikel Arteta and how he is essentially the perfect number 9 for our system. But before I do, if you could please smash the subscribe button. We're so close to 3,000 subscribers, and smash the like button and drop a comment what you think about Havertz's Arsenal career so far. Without further ado, let's begin. Born on the 11th of June 1999, Havertz is a German professional footballer who can play as an attacker or in midfield. Having graduated from Bayer Leverkusen's youth academy in 2016, Havertz made his senior debut with the club in the same year. Upon making his debut, Havertz became the club's youngest ever debutant in the Bundesliga, and he became their youngest ever goal scorer when he scored his first goal the following year. He is also the youngest player to reach the milestone of 50 and 100 league appearances in the German top flight. His performances sparked the interest of several European clubs, with Chelsea signing him in 2020 for a transfer worth of 72 million, making him Chelsea's second most expensive signing at the time. With Chelsea, Havertz won the Champions League, Super Cup, FIFA World Cup, scoring the winning goals in the Champions League and Club World Cup finals. In 2023, he joined fellow London side Arsenal. He started the season for us playing in the midfield role on the left of a 3, which he didn't really show the quality we know he has. He has done some decent performances in that number 8 position, but nothing of note. However, in the past few games, Mikel Arteta has tried him at false 9, and he has been in fantastic goal scoring form and also fantastic assisting form too. To be a striker in Mikel Arteta's system, you need to make so many runs off the ball to be able to confuse the defenders, especially when they are in a low or mid block. These stats are off for the 1st of March, so not really showing when Kai Havertz was in his best form as the number 9, but what it shows is he makes the most off the ball runs per 90 minutes. He's not just sticking around in the number 9 position, but he's moving around, dragging players out of position and then creating space for our players like Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli. All of those players have space because Kai Havertz is always on the go. If you notice, he makes many runs down the channels and finds himself in central positions as well when needed. For this goal against Luton, look at the position of Kai Havertz and look at the players he's dragging towards him. He's got Mengi and Kabore following him, and he's on the shoulder, which then creates space for Odegaard to then find himself 1v1 with the Luton defender. Before Havertz passes that ball, there's 3 players around him. And this is what Havertz brings in the number 9 position. He attracts players towards his movement. Then on, it's dangerous because Luton have left Odegaard 1v1 with their defender, and he has the ability to either skillfully get past him or fire a lethal shot into the bottom corner, which he did. Smith Rowe's ability to win the ball back was crucial to this goal, but also Kai Havertz's movement and ability to pick out Odegaard must not be ignored. This idea of off-the-ball runs is evident as well, where he was playing a bit of a second striker role against Luton earlier in the season. Whether it be Martinelli or Jesus on that left flank, look at the position Kai Havertz has picked up. There's a saying that he could find space in a telephone box, and that is true. Look how he's managed to find himself in a 1v1 situation with the Luton defender and free himself from that midfield area to press on and then score a fantastic goal. These qualities have just been transmitted from the midfield areas to the number 9 position. He essentially brings the best out of our other players. You can see Martinelli and Saka, ever since Havertz was false 9, have come back into that fluid nature they had last season. Same with Odegaard, we've seen them link up quite a few times this season, which is not a coincidence at all. His heat map against Liverpool was quite interesting. This heat map shows him as a proper false 9. Sometimes he was picking the ball so deep to be able to link the play. And this is so important to Arteta's system. He wants everybody to feel involved in the build-up. He's not like Manchester City where Pep Guardiola wants Haaland to stay up high and just be in the right areas to tap the ball home. Arteta wants Havertz to drop deep, collect the ball, link the play. And this was really successful against Liverpool, obviously, because he managed to get Konate sent off by dragging him into areas he didn't want to be in. And although he did miss his shot 1v1 against Alisson, the the fact he is there is just perfect. Now let's look at that goal against Liverpool to put us ahead. Look at how far Kai Havertz has come to receive the ball. He drags so many players towards him. He manages to create an overload by leaving Zinchenko free on the left flank. And then you've got Martinelli ahead of him and it's wraps for Liverpool. Everybody becomes attached to him and then Odegaard is able to find space. And we know how good Odegaard is with his final ball. He then finds Havertz, who has made another off the ball run. And it's this thing of off the ball runs which makes Kai Havertz perfect, because he creates an option straight away for Odegaard. He's not just standing there admiring his movement, he's on the go straight away. And Konate can't touch him from there because Van Dijk is already pulled into where Odegaard is, and it's a 1v1 situation with Alisson, and thankfully Saka is there to put us ahead. However, for all the good things Kai Havertz does give us in that number 9 position, we must look at the slight negative that may make us want to buy a number 9. And that is his finishing. Obviously, he is not the most clinical player when put one-on-one or given a chance. You wouldn't really say it's a guaranteed goal when you have Havertz through on goal or when he has the ball in the box with an opportunity to shoot. He's almost described as an ugly duckling by many of the tacticos out there because he almost provides chaos for himself as well as the opposition. So he's almost like a 50-50. You don't really know what you're going to get out of from him when he has the ball in the box or when he has the ball outside of the box. Sometimes he can produce the quality to whip one top corner. Sometimes his effort is so weak you're thinking, did you even try and put power on this? But that chaos is what makes him so good. We can't lie to ourselves though, 65 million is still looking like a lot of money for Kai Havertz. Although I feel like he's been phenomenal, there is still areas of his game he needs to improve to make that price tag look worthy. But it does beg the question, imagine if he had started this season up front, what would his production look like? He's already up to 12 goals and assists combined this season, with most of those goals and assists coming from that deeper role which he played earlier in the season. If he had started at striker earlier in the season, I think we could have been looking at 20 goals and assists, which would have been a really good return considering it's his first season in the team and that there's a lot of responsibility for being the number 9, and I'm sure he would have been rotated a lot with Gabriel Jesus, Eddie Nketiah, Trossard can play there. There's a lot of options there. Maybe this was Arteta's plan all along, to give him that confidence playing slightly deeper and then unleashing him in that number 9 area, because now he's looking quite clutch and that is what you need in a run-in. So hopefully we see consistency with Havertz in this number 9 role, because he really can be that perfect striker.